What is up, YouTube? Live via satellite here, and today we are talking Kingdom. In particular, guys, today we are talking about 5 reasons why I think Season 3 of the Kingdom anime is going to be awesome. Now, yeah, I know this information came out a long time ago, and just like many other manga fans, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I was kinda hoping for a reboot. So after wallowing in despair for a while and cursing the anime gods for being so cruel, more news began to trickle in, and the storm clouds that were hanging over the Kingdom anime started to just open up, and rays of light began to shine through. And I began to have hope that Season 3 could be good. But now, guys, I have completely thrown caution to the wind, and I am allowing myself to accept it. I am calling it right now. Kingdom Season 3 is going to be awesome. And here are my 5 very opinionated reasons about why I think this is. Now, the first thing we have to discuss when it comes to this anime is the visuals, or the art. Now, the reason I wanted to start with this is because Season 1 and 2 did struggle in this area, especially Season 1, which really focused heavily on using like computer technology. But what really gives me hope here is that Kingdom has been in this situation before. And I'm not talking about the anime here, I'm actually talking about the manga. Yes, that's right. Early on, Kingdom was criticized for its art. And according to Hara, it was actually almost canceled. Until he actually sat down with a friend of his, Takehiko Inoue, the creator of Slam Dunk and Vagabond, who over drinks gave Hara some pointers about how he can improve his artwork. And even though I personally didn't care too much about the early artwork, I will admit that it did improve leaps and bounds. So what I'm hoping here is that this lesson from the manga actually translates over into the anime. And I have to say, from what I've seen thus far, it looks like it has. I mean, when you compare the character design art from past seasons with this season's, it's like it's night and day. And I think the main reason is we have an entirely new production staff. Technically, we actually have a whole new studio working on Kingdom. And the reason I say technically is because right now Studio Signpost is actually handling Kingdom, but they are a subsidiary of Studio Period, who had Kingdom originally. So take that with a grain of salt. But just the simple fact that they realized that major change was necessary makes me think that Season 3 is going to be a whole different experience than what we're used to, and I think it's going to catch a lot of people by surprise. Number 2, guys, the music. Alright, so I'm going to be expecting big things for the Kingdom soundtrack this time around, because we got a legit composer this time around, guys. We have none other than Hiroyuki Sawano. I mean, listen, guys, this guy automatically makes it so that we don't have to worry about the soundtrack. It's gonna be okay. Now listen, if he can make a doctor walking look this epic, can you imagine the type of things he'll be able to do with Kingdom? And listen, man, I'm not trying to take anything away from the music in the first 2 seasons, because to be honest, it was actually one of the few bright spots in the anime. And even though that was one of the positives about the anime, I still love that they're trying to strip everything down to the studs and like build it from the ground up. It's a clue to me that even though we're not getting a reboot, we're definitely going to be getting an entirely different anime. So new music isn't a bad thing, especially when a composer has had success with other great franchises such as Attack on Titan and Kill la Kill. So I'm excited to see what he actually has in store for the world of Kingdom. Alright guys, next on the list is Third Time's the Charm. Alright, so Kingdom has already had 2 seasons, and there's a reason there's been a long gap between seasons here. And the most logical reason, guys, is that there wasn't gonna be a season number 3, okay? Let's just keep it real. Season 3 was not in the cards. So I would have to think that Hara and anyone involved in Season 3 is pretty much looking at this opportunity as Kingdom's last shot at having a successful anime. And going into this season, I would hope that they would look at everything that didn't work for them in the previous seasons and completely just scrap it. I mean, me personally, I think the biggest mistake they made, like especially with Season 1, was that CGI animation they were trying to use. Like, it just didn't work. And I get it, at the time they were trying to be innovators and people who were changing the game, but listen, sometimes if it isn't broke, don't fix it. I think the series would have done much better with just some traditional animation. Like, there was no need for such a big risk, right? So hopefully in Season 3 they like minimize risk with stuff like that. and really just trying to address some of the complaints that the fans had. And even though I think they've addressed a lot of things, I think one of the more telling clues will be seeing how they handle battles and the violence and gore that comes with it. When you look back at seasons 1 and 2, things were kept fairly PG in comparison to the manga. And if you don't believe me, just check out how beautiful this scene is of Oki taking out Shomo in the manga. This is the classic type of bloodbath that Kingdom is known for. But when comparing it to its anime counterpart, this is what we get. And I get that the anime probably isn't going to be as gory as the manga, but if we can step it up from PG to like PG-13, I think that'd be a plus. But I'm telling you guys, I have faith. This is the third time around. Each season has gotten better. Season 2 was way better than season 1 in my opinion. And I think season 3 is going to blow season 2 out of the water. Book it. This year, Kingdom is finally going to have an anime that its fans can be proud of. Alright guys, so moving on to number 4. Number 4 would have to be popularity. So the Kingdom series, guys, has gotten a lot more popular since the anime was last seen in 2014. I mean, listen, I've been talking about Kingdom for like 3 years now, and I didn't know about it until like late 2016. And with how popular Kingdom's been getting, it was even able to get its own live action movie. And I actually think with the movie having such great success, it was actually probably one of the reasons that the anime was brought back for season 3. And I'm sure more movies are coming down the pipeline, and with the manga already being such a huge success, it defies all logic that with such a loyal fan base that the series doesn't have an anime to do it justice. And since 2014, that loyal fan base has grown exponentially. And what studio wouldn't want to take advantage of this? Remember, back when seasons 1 and 2 were out, the Kingdom manga wasn't even near its peak in sales. Now it consistently ranks in the top 5 manga every year. This is a tremendous opportunity for Studio Signpost, so believe me, they have incentive to make sure that season 3 is great. Because if they're able to pull this off, guys, not only will there be a season 3, but they'll probably get the green light for more seasons in the future. And obviously, more seasons equals more money for the studios, right? And if I had to make a prediction, guys, I think season 3 is going to do phenomenal in ratings. I really do. Because as shocking as it is, there were actually fans of the anime waiting for it to come back. And even though a lot of the manga readers want to hate on the anime and stuff like that, think about it. Even the most cynical of Kingdom fans is going to tune in to check out this anime. Why, you say? I think 2 main reasons. One, just pure curiosity to see if anything's really changed in the anime, to see if it's the same old junk or if it actually is worth watching. And 2, because of the story arc it's gonna cover. Which brings us to our 5th and final reason, guys, which is the source material. Alright guys, listen, let's keep it real for a second here. Yes, season 3 is gonna be awesome for all of those other reasons I said. But the main reason, the number 1 reason this season is going to be awesome is because it's going to cover the Coalition arc. I mean, what else needs to be said, man? This is not just one of the best arcs in Kingdom. This is like one of the greatest arcs in like manga anime history, okay? And listen, I don't say that lightly. I don't. Anyone who's read the manga knows what I'm talking about. And I really don't want to talk too much about it here because I don't want to spoil anything, just in case there's like anime only people watching here or new people to Kingdom watching. But trust me, I'm telling you guys right now, if the anime can capture a fraction of how good the manga was during this arc, then I'm telling you, you guys are going to be blown away. I'm almost jealous of someone who gets to experience the Coalition arc for the very first time. It seriously tempts me to want to cause myself massive head trauma just so that I can forget the Coalition arc just to relive it again. That's how good it is. So guys, honestly, I cannot wait to see season 3. The only thing I'm gonna hate that I know probably will not change is that they're probably gonna stick with the Chinese names instead of the Japanese names. That just really irks me because the the Japanese names are just so much easier to deal with. And it just sucks to not have consistency overall in the series, where it's something that just causes confusion, especially with new people trying to get into the series. But it is what it is. Can't do nothing about that. But if somehow it does change, that will be greatly appreciated. But anyway, guys, those are my 5 reasons why I think season 3 is going to be awesome. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think season 3 is going to be awesome? Let me know. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Feel free to share, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.